5. So there's been a bit of a change to the schedule. Azure Trails by Champion Beef is supposed to be next in the lineup, however, he is currently experiencing internet issues. He's told me that he's deduced that this tends to happen between around 7 to 10 p.m. his time, so in order to give his internet the time it needs to get its crap together, we are going to buffer the schedule for an hour or two. As for how we're going to do that, are you ready for an obscure spin-off, kids? Welcome to Ys vs. Trails Alternative Saga. I haven't run this game in half a year. Do I even remember how it works? I don't know. Real quick, I'm just gonna make sure my settings are right. This is kind of spur of the moment, so please bear with me here. Game audio is loud. Okay, turning the game audio down. It's down by 10 decibels now. How does that sound? Game difficulty is not Nightmare. Okay, let's see. Long camera. Autosave is off. I'm going to delete my system data. If I have this set up right, all my characters should be... My characters are not level 1, they are level 99. I am going to reboot. Again, please bear with me here. This was not entirely planned, so I'm kind of just having to fly by the seat of my pants here. I'm also going to have to edit, the dashboard and Moobot while I do this, so I am a very busy man right now, if you'll bear with me. 801103227. Data does not exist. That's what I want. Okay. Okay, so the dashboard is updated, Moobot is not updated. I don't care about Moobot right now. My character should be level 1. Yes, my character's level 1. There are 3 Legend of Heroes representative characters to play in this story mode. I'm going to link a straw poll in the chat where you can choose which character you want me to play as. If you choose Tita, I don't like you. So, I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes to do the straw poll, while I try to clear up tech and explain what this is. So, Ys vs. Trails Alternative Saga is an action RPG in the vein of Ys. In fact, this actually runs on Ys 7's engine. This is a crossover game, as you can tell by the 5 available characters in story mode. There are a total of 17 characters total, I believe. 8 Ys representatives and 9 Legend of Heroes representatives. And the story mode has you duke it out as your one chosen character against all of the others, and some other special boss characters. So, if you've got any questions, just let them be known in the chat and I'll try to answer them as best I can. In the meantime, I'm going to let this straw poll run its course, and also work on Moobot. And also, in the meantime, you can listen to this badass music of a theme that I think was originally from Sorcerian. Yes, this is Ys vs. Trails. We had to do this as a bit of a diversion due to some issues with the Azure Trails run. We suspect that Azure Trails will be able to continue as normal immediately after this run. So don't worry, OWL/Azure is not going anywhere. We just have to buffer the schedule for a minute or two. Yeah, it's the zero Divertissimo. That's the best way to put it. Also gonna FFC follow. Even though I don't think I have any FFC emotes. Yes, Japanese Chloe is Close. Is Ys 8 worth the buy? The PS4 version, yes. The PC version is a gamble because it is very unstable. So, I would recommend either waiting for a sale or buying it at your own risk. The straw poll, here you go. Adol is not rants. This is PG-13. Get out of here. I'm gonna give the straw poll another minute and a half. At 4 minutes on the timer, I'm going to cut it off, and whichever character is in the lead, I will play as. Bear in mind, I have not run this game in half a year, so I am incredibly rusty. If you're good at this game, you can complete story mode in under an hour. The difference is, I'm not good at this game. I know, the timer is running. That's the timer for the straw poll. So don't worry, I'm gonna reset it before the start of my run. You got 30 seconds left, so if you have any particular bias toward Estelle, Chloe, or Tita, make your voice known now, or hold your silence for the next hour, 11 minutes, and 11 seconds. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is the close of the straw poll. Winner, with 25 votes, is Estelle. So Estelle is the character I'm going to be playing as. Just gotta make sure I'm all ready as far as tech is concerned, and it's looking like I am. So, without further ado, 3, 2, 1, go. So the basic plot of this game is that you and 16 other characters from Legend of Heroes and Ys have been transported into some strange crossover fantasy land that resembles Xanadu Next for some completely inconspicuous reason, and all of the other 16 members have been brainwashed, so you have to slap some sense into them with the power of love and stabs. I'm probably not going to be talking all that much during this run because I have to remember my route. Like, I honestly don't remember anything about this game. The only thing I do remember is that the fight with Lloyd is stupidly difficult. Most of this game's soundtrack and story mode is from Xanadu Next. This in particular is the Evil Forest theme. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. I need to exit. I forgot to set my controls. Because when I wiped my system data, that ended up wiping my controls as well. So give me one quick second. Key config, guard is square, jump is cross, dash is triangle, attack circle, extra is... Yep, extra is left. Okay, that's good. Sorry about that, guys. Ready? Fight! That's better. Our first opponent is Elk from East 7. Most of the characters representing East in this game are from East 7 because that was the most recent Falcom game to come out at the time. There are a couple of representatives from other games, such as, I believe there's Chester from East 3. And of course there's the series mainstay Adol, who's in basically every East game except Origin.
You win!
Okay. Yeah, most of the game's assets come from East 7 because this game was probably made on a pretty tight budget. The difficulty might be on normal. I might have to set that to very easy or just continue with normal because this is a marathon run and I should probably try to put on a good show. But with every character we beat the sense back into, they end up joining us as an ally, and they can participate with us in special 2v2 battles that we'll be seeing later. There is auto-dialogue, I just have to hold down cancel. So, fortunately, I don't have to mash. If I did, with how tired I am, I would probably collapse onto the floor in the next 30 minutes. So, next up, I want to actually go here first. I want to go visit the shop, because I can get an upgrade for my weapon. Yeah, Finalo, we kind of had to substitute East vs. Trails in due to an unfortunate internet issue. We suspect that Azure Trails will supersede this, and that we will proceed back to the normal schedule after this run is done.
Ready? Fight!
Oh right, I have a support. I should probably use it at some point. I also need to remember what my skills are. Okay, that's the good one. My play is going to be very sloppy, you'll have to bear that in mind, because this is sort of an impromptu thing, and I also haven't actually run this game in a while. I don't know how many times I'm going to repeat that, but I'm going to repeat that as many times as necessary in order to save my dignity. No, this is already off of world record pace. Okay, Tita's annoying, but she's down. I did not see how much money I have, and also the game seems to be loading things a little more slowly than usual. That's probably because I'm running this on adrenaline. At the very least, it seems like tech has adjusted properly, kind of. Okay, what can I buy? I might not want to buy that yet. Also, I need to turn autosave off. Up next is Chloe from Trails in the Sky, and I also completely forgot to mention that we had just fought Tita. It's an incredible shame that we have to fight Tita, but, well, that's just how these crossover games work. Get down here. One thing I sort of glossed over is that every character comes with a support ability. In this case, you start out with Mustafa from East 7, who grants you an attack bonus that you can activate on command. These effects vary from things like attack bonuses to defense bonuses to automatic EX gauge charges, all of that good stuff. And there's also a Gilbert support, which is completely random. It's the best support in the game. I love it. Saga's a falcon, I believe. Okay, what can I buy? I can buy that. That makes sense. I can choose an ally. I'm going to choose Chloe just because she's the tankiest character I have. Yeah, this is more akin to a party fighter, like Dissidia or Smash. This is not a hardcore fighting game. A 2D Falcom fighting game would be interesting, certainly. So we found Joshua, but unfortunately he's been brainwashed too, and he's bringing an enemy called a Strader with him. I have no idea what a Strader is. I think it's from Xanadu Next.
Ready?
Okay,
Fight!
I need to remember how to do this correctly. Okay, I think I did it correctly. Modern East games have a feature called flash guarding, where if you guard immediately before an attack is supposed to hit you, then you get temporary crits for a short period of time. What you can do in that fight is, because you get a full EX gauge as part of a tutorial, you can immediately flash guard and then immediately get an EX skill off, which is very nice. I'm getting beat up rather badly here, though, so... Oh, I think I'm dead. Oof.
You lose!
Yeah, this run is difficult. I'm probably gonna die a couple of times here, just because the run can go very wrong, and the problem with Estelle's character is that she actually cannot transfer a flash guard bonus to the final few hits of her EX skill. And also the problem with this fight is that if you have to redo the fight, you no longer get the free full EX gauge, because the game no longer considers it part of a tutorial. For now, I'm just gonna try to get Joshua to be occupied with Chloe, so that I can try to fight the Strader on my own. That doesn't seem to be working very well right now, though. I would also very much appreciate it if Chloe were able to use her EX skill, or S-Craft, but her AI is not very conducive to doing that. So, in all likelihood, she's probably just going to die. Which means I have to play more carefully as a result. Chloe, you have 12 HP. Use your S-Craft, for the love of God! Oh god, I'm stunned. I think I'm still dead. Unless I can kill the Strader here. Okay, I killed the Strader. I have a chance. But Joshua really wants to get the S-Craft off. I'm dead. At the very least, you still get experience from fights, so if I lose again, then I, at the very least, level up, and that will make things a little easier. I can also afford the next defense upgrade now that I have more money. Okay, I'm gonna try Tita this time, because if she's a ranged character, maybe she can possibly sort of, try to just fire from range. Okay, got a nice flash guard bonus there. Ooh, Dark Matter's really nice. I didn't know Tita had that. Wow, they are bullying poor Tita. Wow, okay, that strategy completely backfired, and now I'm stunned. This is not going well. Get out of here. I am at least hitting my flash guards, for better or worse. This might kill the Strader. Okay, good, the Strader's dead. Now I just need to not have Joshua completely destroy me. He wants to... He wants that S-Craft so bad. I'm dead. I keep getting read like a book. And again, I apologize for how bad this run is so far. I haven't run this game in half a year. So, naturally, this is going to be pretty... or grisly, I should say. Because I am getting completely destroyed 6 ways from Sunday right now. Jesus, flash guards for days. I think 3 of us flash guarded at once. God, where's Shinoa when you need him? This guy's the king of action RPGs. Hey, Chloe, could you maybe fire your S-Craft? No, you are instead going to die like an idiot. Okay, I might have something going here. Oh good, he missed. Let's see how you like a taste of your own medicine.
You win!
That took way longer than it needed to. Lose to win! That's my strategy for... Yeah, that's my strategy for life. So now Joshua has joined us as an ally, which, thank God, I don't want to fight him again, please. I've been embarrassed enough as it is. So with every boss we defeat, we unlock more of the playable area and more enemies to fight. This one is Aisha from E7. Who continues the typical Falcom tradition of being a bad blonde tsundere. You cannot switch your story mode character once you begin the story mode as that character, so unfortunately I cannot switch to Tita or Geis or Adol or any of the other characters. I've got to continue as is. Fortunately, this fight doesn't usually give me all that much trouble, because Aisha's kind of an idiot. Aisha also has pitiful defenses, so any attack I land on her, even with her ranging me out like this, is going to do quite a bucket load of damage. Yeah, that is probably the best part about a crossover Falcon game, the soundtrack. Oh, that's gonna hurt. I'm fine, though. Because Aisha deals pants for damage.
You win!
Yeah, oh my god, blood in a Falcon game. Can I buy anything at the shop? I can buy my next weapon and armor upgrades, I'm gonna do that. Next up is Best Boy!
Ready? Fight!
Ooh, nice. One unfortunate problem with characters in this game is that the balancing is pretty terrible. In particular, most ranged characters are not that good, because it's very easy to range. They can range you out, but in exchange, most of them are incredibly frail, they don't deal much damage, and it's easy to rush them down when they can't really knock you back with any of their attacks. So I'm gonna be bullying Olivier for a bit.
You win!
I'm hoping that by the time I get to the next boss, I can get my next weapon/armor upgrade, because the boss of this area is the most difficult fight in the game. Even more so than Joshua. So I need to be very careful with how I go about spending my money here. Next up is Ren. I hate this character, so I'm gonna bully her.
Ready? Fight!
One nice thing about this arena in particular is these 3 treasure chests here, which makes it really easy to get, craft meter. Yeah, that's the word. I know how to ease. You're also sometimes going to see me just guard without attacking, and that's to reset my combo meter. The game has combo downscaling, so that the longer your combo string is, the less damage your attacks will do. So occasionally I reset my combo in order to make sure that I'm still dealing an adequate amount of damage. Oh, that is the only time I was about to say that was the only time I've ever avoided Potter Modder, but it hit me from halfway across the stage anyway, so the streak lives on. Nonetheless, she's dead. Well, I mean, what else do you call it? Combo scaling? That implies it's going upward. The other thing you need to learn is that I have no idea what I'm talking about at any time, so, yeah. I'm probably gonna struggle to come up with terms for things pretty much all the time. I am 17 Mira off. This fight is split into two excuse me. Yeah, diminishing return. I'm going to fight the first half of this battle and then exit, because it will let me continue on the second part, and then that way I can get the armor upgrade to face the next battle. So this is a Bouvry. I have no idea what a Bouvry is, but it's a thing.
Ready? Fight!
The Bouvry is a lot like a Straighter in that its attacks are very badly telegraphed, so you can get a whole ton of flash guards here if you're competent at this game. And you can use that to deal a whole ton of damage. Also, the BGM for this theme is actually the final boss theme from Gurumi. Man, Joshua is putting in work! Guess he's making up for how much pain he gave me in the fight. So the Bouvry's down.
You win!
And with that, I have leveled up again. Now that I have 1250 Mira, I can go back to the shop and buy my next armor upgrade. Because, Dowolf, you remember when I was talking to you about how broken Lloyd is in East vs. Trails? Well, here he is. And he's completely and totally sadistic. Fighting this guy is not fun as any character, and it is potentially the most difficult fight in the game in Estelle's route. So I'm going to ignore it. Are there any accessories I can buy? Yep, I can buy an HP ring, and I'm going to buy... I would buy the gold crown, but I don't have the money. So... Oh, I also need to equip that. Alright, that's about as well prepared for this fight as I can be, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna have to throw my head against the barrier to try to get over it. Let's see how this works. As with Joshua, I'm gonna try to avoid Lloyd and just focus on the Straighter. The problem with Lloyd in this game is that his combo strings deal a stupid amount of damage and have a stupid amount of hits. So it's really not feasible to not take damage against the guy, because he'll just combo string you to death whenever he gets the opportunity. Because I think his basic combo has like 8 or 10 hits, and he has about the same strength as Estelle does. So, guy's a busted character. And his attacks also have a lot of priority over mine. Nice crit. Ooh, Joshua got his S-break off. That's very, very nice. Problem is, now Lloyd has his just about ready, and I need to make absolutely certain he doesn't hit me with it, because if he does, I am dead from almost full health. Oh god, get away from me! Yeah, he just straight up murdered Joshua. Get out of here.
You win!
Okay, so this is the most inexplicable run I've ever had. How does Joshua take me 4 tries, but then I beat Lloyd on the first? I do not get this run. Oh, I forgot to remove Olivier. That's fine, though, because he's the best boy. Oh, yeah, because Joshua got his break. Yeah, Joshua's been carrying this run hard after we got him. I'm gonna bring him with me to the Degaton fight. Yeah, it wasn't Lloyd's ban. Oh, I need to figure out how many Oren no Bandanas there were in the Zero run. I forgot to upload the ending tally. So, would somebody be willing to go back through the uploaded video on RPG Limit Breaks videos to confirm that for me? 86? Alright, that sounds about right. So I'll relay that number to Beef when he starts Owl, so that the chat can keep counting for him. Because I suspect we're probably going to get over 200 by the end of CS2. Anyway, we're on to the Eaglet Mountains, another location from Xanadu Next. All of the locations in this game have been from Xanadu Next, including the ones we eventually reach by endgame. This is Dogi. Dogi's actually very dangerous because he's got a preposterous amount of health. And his attacks deal metric tons of damage. The thing about slow characters in this game is that they're actually massively overpowered. Because, slow characters would be balanced if they had any sort of ramifications of being slow, but your neutral air dash homes into your enemy, and that's universal for every character. So he can basically just say, no, I'm a fast boy now, and immediately air dash straight toward me, and there's not very much I can do about it, aside from just try to tank the hit. And if he flash guards me, I'm screwed. This is one of the problems that Estelle has in story mode, especially on a run where you're starting from level 1. She just doesn't have the HP growths to keep up with the other characters. It's not as pronounced here as with Dogi, but eventually there'll be situations where I'm facing a character who's like 5 levels above me and they have 1,000 or 1,500 more health. I'm gonna pop my support, because my combo counter's getting pretty high. Oh shoot, I did not want him to get that SP canister. Oh god. Get away from me! That probably would have been a good half of my health. Fortunately, his S-Craft is relatively standard to guard, but some characters' S-Crafts are incredibly difficult to avoid. SP canisters, you can get them when you break stage objects, like these lampposts. Or candlesticks, I should be saying. There's just a random array of stuff you can get. And Dogi is down, finally. I'm going to visit the shop because I can probably buy more stuff now. Yeah. I'll buy the next thing. I also just realized I was probably supposed to get, my ultimate attack at this point, because I was probably supposed to buy it earlier. But I cannot remember a single thing about how this run works.
Ready? Fight!
Maishura is kind of annoying because she likes to run away from you at all times, which makes sense because she's a ranged character. So she spends most of the fight trying to outposition you. And on this stage in particular, that's a very effective strategy because this stage is massive. Fortunately, Maishura doesn't have that much HP, so she doesn't take much time to go down. I was hoping I could put that flash guard to use, but Maishura had other plans. She's almost down, though. Could you kindly not? Get down here, please. I just want to talk. Okay, I'm just gonna lure her over here because this isn't working. Oh, that's an S-break. This is perhaps the most trolly she's been in a while. Which makes sense. The one time this is in a marathon, she turns out to be on her worst behavior. Get out.
You win!
Okay, I have 1,000 Mira now. Or Mona points, I should say, because Mona is the shopkeeper of this game. So I'm going to buy Estelle's ultimate technique if I can remember which one it is. It's this one. And I'm going to equip it real quick. And that's going to be my main damage dealer from here on out. Next up, we've got a clash of series protagonists, because we're facing Adol, the series mainstay from Ys. Everybody's favorite shoujo-chasing, red-haired, fiery protagonist. Oh dear. That was a flash guard I did not want. That's Estelle's best craft in the game. It's definitely her best damage dealer, and it's a lot better than the basic crafts I've been spamming for the first 30 minutes of the run. So, my strategy from now on is going to revolve around getting charge attacks to store up SP, and then unleashing my ultimate craft. The Ys games are really good in their own right. Just don't go into them expecting them to be a Trails game, because they are action RPGs. Games like these, where you have Trails characters in an action RPG setting, are definitely the exception and not the norm, and that is Adol's S-break.
You win!
Is there anything I can purchase in the shop? I can purchase the gold crown, and I'm going to purchase 1 hour ring. Equip those real quick. There is no English version of this game, unfortunately. There is a fan translation patch which translates the menus and battle dialogues, but the story mode is not translated. So at the top of Eaglet Mountain, we've got these 2 mirror-looking thingies. If you've played Sky the Third, you'll remember these from your nightmares. And they've got the strange ability to create carbon copies of us. In this scenario, we've got to face off against fake Estelle and fake Joshua.
Ready? Fight!
Fortunately, Joshua seems to be really good at carrying his weight, so hopefully the fight against Joshua will be nice now that I have Joshua fighting Joshua alongside me. Ooh, a flash guard. I'm not very good at this game, so flash guards are very rare for me. I would suspect that if anybody who actually speedruns real East games were to run this game, they would blow my record out of the water. Please, Ghost Kumo. I want to not be lonely anymore. Wow, Joshua's doing a pretty good job at handling Joshua. Is that my Joshua or their Joshua? That's their Joshua. Fortunately, their Joshua is almost dead. Their Joshua is down. Why no ow? Because Champion Beef is currently experiencing connection issues with his internet, so this is being used as a buffer game until his internet is serviceable again.
You win!
Yeah, this is Stopper from Legend of Heroes 2. Agate has his own theme in this game, which we'll be hearing momentarily, because I believe Agate is the next fight after this. Also, if there are any issues with the audio, don't hesitate to make them known, because the last thing I want is for ear-bleeding game audio to drown out my voice again. Yes, Agate is the next fight after this. I believe that's... I don't know, actually, because I know that Stopper was remixed for East vs. Trails, so I don't know if they have the rights to the original Stopper. At least the PC Engine version of Stopper. I don't know, Falcom music rights are really weird. So this is Agate. He goes berserk whenever Tita is in the vicinity, so we have to slap some sense into him.
Ready? Fight!
Agate? What are you doing on the roof? That was quite the freeze frame to activate my support on. Agate will probably do at least one Dragon Dive here, because He's one of the characters I have to face who have significantly more health than I do, so as I whittle them down, they're going to gain S-Break charge. Ooh, wow, that was badly executed. He actually does have Wild Rage, and it serves an interesting purpose. It gives him craft, like in Trails, it gives him SP in exchange for quite a bit of his health. Every character actually has a sort of health sacrifice get off of me button, which you just activate by pressing all 4 of the face buttons. It sacrifices like 25% of your health, but it knocks back all characters no matter what they're doing, assuming you can actually get it off. Alright, this should be a kill. And down goes a gate.
You win!
Yeah, he didn't Dragon Dive, which was a bit of a shame. Sorry about that. How do you stun? You stun by holding down the attack button to charge and then releasing it. Let me see here. I need next weapon upgrade, and then we're good. Tio, Randy, and Ellie are not in the game. Lloyd is the only Trails of Zero representative, because this game actually came out before Trails of Zero. So, they sort of pulled a Roy with Lloyd in this game being promotional material. Anyway, this is Chester from East 3. Chester is an incredibly kind and compassionate soul who really likes making friends and is easy to forgive and forget. Unfortunately, he gets a little too close for comfort with making friends, so we have to teach him the value of personal space. I think I'm about to take a sword to the face. Yeah, Lloyd is basically a teaser. Since, Crossbell's Downtown Square is also in this game. Yeah, a couple characters, such as Chester and Agate, have their own themes in this game. This one in particular is quite the banger. Was not expecting to get a flash guard there. He wants to S-break me. And he succeeded. I think Chop is in this game. It's one of the unlockable themes. But with that, he's down.
You win!
Yeah, Reen was quite a few years off when this game came out. But yeah, Descendant of Genos is also a really nice theme. This is another fight that I'm really worried about. If you can't tell... Wait, no. No, that's Crushi. That's fine, then. I couldn't tell by the silhouette who that was. I should be fine. I thought that was a different character for a second. So as I mentioned previously, this is Crushi from East 7. What's this game? This is East vs. Trails Alternative Saga, a crossover fighting game featuring characters from East and Legend of Heroes. The reason this is being played instead of Azure Trails right now is because there are some internet issues that we're trying to work out at the moment. I may or may not be going for another loop. That'll depend on what's going on with Champion Beef's internet right now. Oh, I forgot my strategy for this fight. This lava damages you, but Trushi's AI is very chase happy, so she's content to just bathe here in the lava while both of you take chip damage. Tita? Oh god. With all due respect, I know Tita came second in the poll, but Tita is an awful, awful character to play as for this run. So I think Chloe would be more interesting for the marathon. This is not all characters, Mecha Slayer. Please don't do this to me.
You win!
Okay, I've got like 4,000 points, so I think I'm gonna save up until after the end of this boss fight. I should be able to do this with the equipment I have. All characters is 5 hours, and I am not sticking around for that. Wait, no. I want Joshua. A gate is not a playable character in story mode. Story mode only has 5 playable characters: Adol, Geis, Estelle, Chloe, and Tita. Guys!
Ready?
So we've got the double Degaton fight. This fight is actually really nasty if you don't play your cards right. But they seem to be paying attention to Joshua right now. Fortunately, these guys also telegraph most of their attacks, so it's relatively easy to get flash guards going. The issue is that since there are 2 of them, one of them can interrupt your attack string. Ooh, Joshua got his S-break off again. Flash guard. That'll work. Alright, I have a lot less health than I was hoping to. I'm gonna just fire off S-break. Because Joshua unfortunately ended up dying a lot faster than I expected him to. I've got to play it really safe, so this fight's gonna be slow. Okay, that's 1 Degaton down. This fight just got a whole lot easier. Boom!
You win!
I didn't see how much Mira I have, or Mona points, or whatever, so, I might have enough for my attack upgrade. If I do, I'm gonna get that. If not, I'm gonna get my next weapon upgrade. I do. Okay, good. So we've infiltrated the impregnable Castle Strange Rock, one of the signature locations from Xanadu Next. So next up is Geis. Geis is also a very friendly individual, but we have to teach him the value of personal space as well, because one of the unfortunate character arcs he had to go through was his overcoming his sheer kind disposition and willing to make friends. Because unfortunately, some people just don't realize that friendliness is not always appreciated. In all seriousness, though, Geis is actually a really fun character in this game, and he's the character that I usually play when I'm doing story mode. He's got a really interesting toolkit. I think he's either the fastest or the second fastest character in the game, alongside Adol. So I've yet to completely lab out this game because, as I mentioned plenty of times earlier, I am not that good at these games, so world record is free if you decide to pick up this game. No, that was Joshua. This is a different black-haired edgy boy. Although technically, Geis is a brute. Yes, I'm selling the world record for this game for free, because I'm just such a nice guy. Geis has his S-Craft ready, unfortunately, so he's probably going to try to range me out. Geis's S-Craft is... if I'm anywhere within his range and I'm not guarding, it's unavoidable. So I need to be careful. I think I've caught him. Okay. This probably won't kill, but it'll deal a decent amount of damage. Yeah, if all goes according to Beef's internet, then Azure Trails is after this. And with that, Geis is down.
You win!
Next up is... oh god. I cannot afford any attack upgrades, so I'm going to get HP Ring 2, Mail Ring 2, customize, just put whatever that is. This is the fight with Love. Another arguably most difficult fight in the game. Because Love has a ton of HP, his S-Craft is nigh unavoidable, and he's got metric tons of attack power in all of his crafts.
Ready? Fight!
My strategy for this fight is to try to push him toward the top of the arena, so that I can knock him into the stage hazard, which will knock off a huge chunk of his health. Problem is, he very rarely actually lets me do that, because of course he wouldn't. He wants to try to push me down toward the bottom of the screen. So I basically just have to play this fight by ear. I inflicted a burn on him, so that's what that sword did. That's nice. Oh dear. Double flash guard all the way across the sky. Yeah, you can see just how hopeless this battle seems, because he dealt 84 damage with his stun attack. I dealt 30. Also, yeah, silver arranged, silver will. Oh god, that's 700 damage. Nope. I have iframes. His S-Craft is ready now, though, so... I think it kills me from this amount of health, so I need to play very carefully, because he wants to blow me up. Oof!
You lose.
I got walloped. And I actually probably would have lived that if I hadn't tried to guard, because if your guard gets broken, then all attacks become crits against you while you're recovering. So that was just a stupid decision on my part, and I probably would have lived that. Go figure. Oh, no problem. That was totally just RNG manipulation, and also I wanted to hear more Silver Will. Ooh, dear. That was not supposed to happen. Yeah, the Doria spam is real. It's like I'm playing Smash Ultimate, and wow, you guarded my craft, you cheeky... Okay, I'm just gonna fire off my S-Craft now. I'm probably gonna die this attempt as well, because I am very, very low on health. Whoa, no. Darn, I didn't get the good craft off of that flash guard. Am I dead? I might be dead. Okay, I'm not dead, but I'm very close to it. No, Kevin is not in this game. At least not as a playable character. He is a support. Stop guarding my crafts! He has a full SP gauge. This is bad. Whoa! Whoa!
You lose.
I thought I could clutch that out. Well, they had other plans. I apologize for the poor quality of this speed. Oh, can I push him toward the top? Get in there! That takes off a good 300 of his health. Ooh, very nice flash guard. Kind of DBZ'd there. Oof. Oof, that's 700 damage. Okay, 54 health. That's damage, but I should be fine. Wheel of Time!
You win!
Okay, so this run is probably gonna come in over estimate, unless I can do 3 fights in 8 minutes. But, I'm having fun nonetheless. Alright, I'm good for now. So, Adol ran off the first time we fought him, and now he wants a rematch. So that's all this is, just a rematch of Estelle versus Adol.
Ready? Fight!
This game is available on the Japanese PlayStation Network for PSP and PS Vita. However, you will need a Japanese PSN account. Wow. Okay. I am getting completely blown up by Adol. So... I should be able to trap him in my S-Craft from this. And Adol is finally down. I know Dogi wouldn't have died to that, but I'm not Dogi. I'm Schtolteheim, and I'm a scrub. Okay, we're at the penultimate fight in the game. And this one is quite the mess. We've reached the throne room of the archdemon of the castle, but something is sort of amiss.
Ready? Fight!
So this fight is a 1 versus 3. Fortunately, there is a hidden handicap in my favor, but this is nonetheless an incredibly hectic fight against Nove, Ren, and Chester. So I'm going to be taking a lot of damage, but so will they if this goes right. Alright, I have this. Alright, Ren is down, which is nice. I'm gonna reset my combo counter because 83 hits will downscale my hits like mad. And I'm hoping Chester doesn't get his S-Craft off. He really wants to blow me up. As does Low. Okay, good. Chester's down. Azure Trails is slated to be next. However, Beef is continuing to have issues with his internet. So, we're going to try to improvise something. So, stay tuned for that. This run is almost over. There's only one fight left, even though this is going horribly over estimate. Actually, never mind. This doesn't look like it's going to go over estimate. I was mistaken. I gotta take a quick sip of water. One of the stranger plot twists in this crossover story is that the mascot character who had been following us this whole time is actually Michelle Laphaven from the Legend of Heroes Gagarv games. And it turns out he's been the key to reversing the effects of this brainwashing and proceeding back to our own world this entire time. He was just trapped, in the form of a palm for some reason. Alright, so final boss time. I'm gonna buy whatever I can. Yeah, I'm just about good. So, ready to head into the final fight. What's the plot of this game? You and 16 other characters from Ys and Legend of Heroes are trapped in Xanadu Next, except the other 16 are brainwashed, and you've got to slap the friendship back into them. So this is Galsis. He's actually the final boss of Xanadu Next, and he's guarding the way back to our own worlds. We had attempted to use this sword called the Dragon Slayer to destroy him, but unfortunately said Dragon Slayer has been destroyed until Lloyd decides to pull a Bamf and somehow fix it and gain its power back, and I apologize for my language. It's late and I'm tired. So we've received another 11th hour superpower to save the day. And with that, we get to fight Galsis. Let's do this.
Ready? Fight!
This fight is relatively simple. If you destroy one of the legs, then the body falls down and you can attack the head. So I'm just focusing one of the heads first, and then saving up my craft gauge to fire those. I had a really nice opportunity for a flash guard there, but I squandered it. Oh, no I didn't! Oh, I did not expect to get guard broken there. Okay, this will at least deal some damage. No, it won't, because he's got iframes. This is a very awkward position to be in, because I can't lower his, I can't lower his main hitbox anymore. And he's doing the one attack that prevents me from being able to hit him. And that's it.
You win!
And now, perhaps the best death scream I have ever heard. So that was Ys vs. Trails Alternative Saga. Everybody's heading back to their own worlds now. We are currently working on figuring out how to restore Beef's internet connection. we think we have something planned, so while the credits are rolling, I'm going to work with him to see what we can do. We might or might not do another run of this game. We might run a different game instead of Azure. Basically, I'm completely clueless here, so bear with me.
おっと、いくつか依頼が来てるわね。何々？迷子の子犬の捜索に店の掃除手伝い。よーし、よっしゃ。早速依頼者に話を聞きに行くわよ。
I totally understood what they were saying there.